Welcome back to the stream. Welcome. Let's turn this computer music off here. All right. Hope everybody learned a lot today. Friday, we kind of have a more relaxed day on Fridays. We don't stress too much on Fridays, right? Sometimes. He's doing some complicated long division right now.
Yeah, I can mention my thing I did earlier today.
He wants me to tell everybody about his video editing that he did. He's been making his own Fortnite trailer type of thing. He's made his own video clips and is editing the video in Blender. Pretty cool if anybody is interested in technology and stuff. We do some technology things here. I got him started with Blender. It's a open source, free video editing, 3D graphics application. And you can find all sorts of cool tutorials on YouTube. We did one on a donut once. Made what he called the mythical donut. Towards the end, it got a bit advanced. And so it got a little complicated. But we got to the end of the donut tutorial. We got our... What?
Did some stuff. We lost all the other videos, and we did put some stuff on the donut because we thought it looked good. He made his, the actual part, I don't know, dough, or I don't even know.
Uh-huh.
The bread
Oh, he
part.
added a texture to the donut part, right? That's right, yeah. Yeah, we stopped towards the end because it was getting really complicated. But it was a cool lesson. It took a few weeks to do. Each week we did another video for the donut tutorial. That kind of got him into Blender. And he's been doing his own video editing past couple weeks, making his own stuff. Really cool stuff. So let's get some grades in. Luana did some art today. It's not here on the desk. It's already cleaned up and put away. She's taking a nap. All right, I'm just going to grade it. It was pretty cool art. She likes to draw princesses and things like that. Educational videos. Did she watch Sesame Street today? I don't think so.
Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek doesn't count as educational video.
Nobody likes Shrek.
That's not true. Shrek's great.
I don't like Shrek.
I did this workbook with her today. Not the sight words. I did the highlights workbook. I did this one with her. Great book. We did the letter W today. It's a pretty cool book. This is the highlights kindergarten. They have a bunch of workbooks for various grades. See if I can find it on Amazon. I did a stream yesterday. Something happened to the stream. I don't know what happened. And the whole thing got lost. Highlights. What's it called? Highlights. Big Fun Workbook. Big Fun. I think I asked her yesterday if she has big fun with the workbook, and she said sometimes it's fun. So sometimes is sometimes enough. So just to give you an idea of what some of the pages look like, there's 10 and 11. This will be the fold here in the middle. So it'll, yikes, it'll have a letter and then a little exercise on the other page. And each letter, the letters take up a good half the book or so. Then they get into other concepts. Then they get into numbers. And then different counting and patterns and stuff towards the end, and some simple math at the end. The book is about 250 pages or so. The back of the book, I paid, if I paid this price, $12.99 retail suggested value. You can buy it here on Amazon. Looks like $6.20. Is that new? Yeah, new. Cool book. It covers a lot of interesting concepts, but it doesn't go very much into sight words. So we haven't. We've had to supplement the sight words. So I'm just gonna say learn the letter W. Okay, she did good today. Khan Academy. With Khan Academy, if you sign up for a parent, if you sign up for the teacher account, you can see the grades of your kids. Da, 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 da. Khan Academy Kids. Khan Academy Kids. Khan Academy Kids. Is this it? Yeah. Excuse me. Khan Academy Kids. Well, what is all this? Learn more about Khan Academy Kids. This is not the site I want to be on. Anyways, if you sign up for a teacher account for Khan Academy Kids, you can see the grades of your kids. So, yeah, if you don't know Khan Academy Kids, it's a great, great tool. She did more than this. She did some. She went into the library, and it doesn't always grade stuff. You can see that she says she only did one lesson, but she definitely did more than one lesson. I saw her doing it. There's two different courses. Well, not courses. Two different tracks. There's an independent learning track where they just keep pressing play, and it goes to the next lesson and the next lesson and the next lesson, and then it just advances her through all the lessons until she's done them all, and then it just keeps progressing. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different lessons. But there's also a track where she can go and just pick things from the library of stuff to choose from, and that's what she was doing today. She was clicking around there, and it doesn't always show you the progress when she does that. So she was clicking on a book and stuff like that she was looking at. This says she only did one thing, but she definitely did that. So the point is, you should use Khan Academy Kids. It's really cool. But because it doesn't track the grades when she clicks around the library and does work, it's difficult to see a good assessment unless I'm sitting there watching her, which I did a little, but not completely. She was a lot of it was independent. So I'm just gonna pick a random number here and just give her a grade. She did do stuff today. Not a big deal. Sight words we didn't do, but here's the sight word workbook that we use. You're done? All right, good job. This is. Can you just put it right here on the desk and I'll grade it? And
This one's probably wrong because I don't know about there.
okay, 3, and then you did 3 times that is. Yeah, no, 3 times that is not that. Try 2. Is that where you got messed up? Because it didn't work out?
What do you mean?
3 times 8 is what?
3 times 8
Yeah,
is 24.
it's 24. Yeah. Okay. And then 3 times 3 is?
3 times 3 is 9.
Okay, so you already have 90, but now you're going to add 24 to it, right? That's way more than 95. So it can't be 3. Right?
So it's 2 in class.
Well, it's 2 or less. I don't know. I didn't do the math for 2. So anyways, here's a sight word workbook. It's called My Sight Words Workbook. I picked this up, I think at Target the other day. My Sight Words Workbook. This, I really like it. We had another sight word book that used it had unicorns on it, and she liked the pretty pictures and stuff, but it every page was the same pattern, and the words were all organized in alphabetical order. And the workbook had nice unicorn art on it, but the fact that it was in alphabetical order was pretty bad for me because yeah.
The closest one to 95 is 96, which is 38.
The 2?
times
Yeah. Okay, so what's the 2? Okay, good. Well, you're unstuck now, right? Good. So what I was saying is, this book is organized based off of Fry's sight word list. This is the top 101 sight words from the Fry sight word list. If you don't know Fry's sight words, I believe it's very, very popular, but they take the common sight words from children's literature, the most common words from children's literature, rank them based off of their frequency, and those are these sight words. And so the words are organized in popularity and the frequency in which they're actually used in real children's books. So it's way, way more useful for children to learn those sight words first rather than in alphabetical order, because if you're learning the words that you're actually going to be using while you're reading, way more useful than learning every single A sight word and then every single B sight word. You'll make much more progress if you go in a more organized fashion. Anyhow, first word's the, okay? Just to give you an idea. The. Of course we need to know the. It's a pretty popular word. Second word is of. And. Okay? Good words. All very useful words. I think the other book started with like a, and then it went to all. Again, all is useful, but not as useful as the when you're learning how to read. Okay. See if we can look inside this book here. 101 high frequency words plus games and activities. Yay. Pretty cool pictures. It's very friendly. You know, it's got a nice feel to it. I'm really liking this book. It's got monkeys on every page. Got stars you can fill in. Here's a sample page here. Then you can trace and then write it on themselves independently. Lessons here on each page. So, and then some cutting out the letters down here, and then they glue them on here, which is really nice because it gives them some practice with coordination and some sort of tactile skills. Tactile, is that the right term? Anyhow, and what I like here is that The previous book we used, every single page had the same exact type of practice thing. This one's different, right? We got this one is like trace these letters, and then this middle part is color each space that has the word the, and this is find the word the right here. And then this one is cut these, cut this thing out. The next page is of. This is, trace the ofs. So they're all different. Find the maze with of, and then cut this out and fill these the missing letters in, color this in. So they're all different. So it doesn't get boring. When you're doing these sight words every single day, or even a couple times a week, whatever your schedule is, it can get boring. They gotta mix it up. Mix these exercises up to make it more interesting. They're totally gonna bore the kids if it's the same exact thing. If every single day you have to find the missing letter. Oh, here's a new word. Let me find the missing letter. Oh, here's the missing word. Find the missing letter. New word. Find the missing letter. I mean, that'd bore pretty much anybody. So this one's pretty interesting. So far, I'm loving it. We're only a couple pages in, but I'm done. You done? All right. 25 is the last one. I would not have guessed that. Interesting. Cool. Good work. Good work today. That's our elementary school curriculum. What else do we have here? Educational videos, sight words, workbook. We didn't do sight words today. And let's move on to Matthias. Did you do art today, Matthias?
Yeah, we did something creative.
Fortnite creative?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I saw you doing that. Fortnite creative. So we are a tech savvy family, I like to think. A lot of people don't know a lot about different games, and when they hear Fortnite, they think of a first-person shooter, which it is. The Battle Royale mode is.
It's not a first person, it's a third person.
Third person?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, because you can see your own person? Okay. Fair enough. Okay, but it's still a shooter.
Third person is where you can see.
You see your body.
Character's back.
Yeah. It's a shooting game. But that's not the sole thing that is in Fortnite. And there's a game mode called Fortnite Creative, which allows them to do all sorts of creative things. They have whole worlds they can build, maps, and they can take trees and put the trees around the map and position rocks and build whole scenes and worlds, and really amazing creations come out of Fortnite Creative. And so I let him do that for arts sometimes because he enjoys it, and it really is creativity and it is art. So I allow it. And I feel like a lot of it is some interesting skills that can be used in other areas later on. Because those sorts of things are also, the things that are in Fortnite Creative are also the kind of things that you would do if you were actually building games, building the terrain and trying to plan out the way the game was going to work. So, those skills are useful in game development. So it's not just a shooting game. Is my point. All right, let's do it. Did you do history today? That's right. You did Roman Empire, right? Learned about the Roman Empire. So he told me today he learned about the Roman Empire, and I said to myself, wait a minute. How did you learn about the Roman Empire when you haven't learned about Greece? And he said, oh, yeah, I messed up. I skipped a couple pages. So now he has to go back and learn about Greece. Because obviously, the Romans took a lot of influence from ancient Greece. So can't get to Rome without getting to Greece first. So he's got to go back and learn about Greece, ancient Greece. Maybe another day I'll go over his 4th grade curriculum that we're using. We just got a history book. All right. Really cool history book. It's got pictures in it. I'll go into that another time. Or maybe I already did. I'm not sure. Language arts. He did Where the Sidewalk Ends. If you don't know Where the Sidewalk Ends, great book. Got a lot of poetry in it. I'm going to actually go here. Right? Where the Sidewalk Ends. All right. By Shel Silverstein. Great book. It's got... I can't say enough good things about this book. Great poetry. If you're a dreamer, come in. If you're a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer, if you're a pretender, come sit by my fire, for we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in, come in. And it's a really great book. It's got all kinds of poetry with nice, fun little drawings. Really funny drawings and funny poetry. But Matthias loves it. He will read 3, 4, 5 pages at a time, just for enjoyment. And I'll count that as language arts because it's poetry, Everybody should be exposed to poetry. Maybe you won't be a poet, but you should be exposed to it. Math, he did. Math, he's doing this Sylvan Learning Jumbo Math Success. This is a great book. I'm very happy with this book. It's got a lot of practice problems. It jumps right into complicated stuff, but it's the stuff he needs to be learning. We had a previous book that started off very simple and basic, how to add big numbers and subtract big numbers, and I'm thinking, and it went on with that for chapters and chapters and chapters, and I said, this is crazy. He didn't get into algebra until like the very, very end, and it was too basic. So I found this book somewhere, and we've been starting this one, and so far I like it. My only thing that I don't like is that it's not bound very well. You can see the pages are coming out already. And we've only had it a couple, 2 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks, and the pages are already coming unbound. Maybe that's just going to be that first part. It seems like where we're at now, it's a little bit more bound. It's stuck together still. It's not, pages aren't continuing to fall out, but hopefully that holds. But the book itself, the content is great so far. All right, reading every day. He does some reading. He starts off the day. We eat breakfast, we take a shower, we get ready for our day, and then he starts with his reading. What was he reading? 5 Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. There's a whole series on them. It's kind of a spooky game, but there's some books that they've created for it. They're not inappropriate. They're kind of spooky, creepy, maybe but not inappropriately, and they're not too scary either. They're just right for his age. He's 9, so he enjoys them. That's what I like. I like him to read and read things he's enjoying, so that he can learn, and he can love learning. I don't want to force literature on him too much. A little bit, like Where the Sidewalk Ends is mandatory curriculum, but for his independent reading, I just let him pick whatever book he wants to read, even a comic book, so long as it's not all pictures. And it's got to still got to have still has to have some writing, some dialogue in it. Interesting thing is when he does the reading, if he does read a comic book, he gets motivated and he starts trying to think of his own comic books, and he's made 2 of them. I helped him with the first one called The Galaxy Lord. Then he went off on his own and started The Galaxy Lord 2, maybe 6 months ago. And then just the other day, he started Galaxy Lord 3. He hasn't gotten into drawing and illustrating it any, but he's got a story up, and the story keeps developing. So it's interesting to see it develop and have like multiple parts over time as he improves his own skills. Science. What did he do for science today? I don't know if he did a documentary or not. I'll have to get back to that one. Technology. He definitely earned this one today. He created a Fortnite trailer in Blender. Really cool stuff. I don't have it. It's on his computer, or I would play it. All right, so that's what I do. I just log the grades every day. I poke around some, see what's going on. That's the report cards. This is up to the current. So this quarter's not over. Is it okay? Looks like Khan Academy's not doing as well because she hasn't been doing as much. We need to double down on that, I think. Math's still there. Geography has improved some. Duolingo, he's kind of dropped off on Duolingo. That's kind of where we're at. So those are our books. Those are our grades. Hope everybody learned a lot today and have a great weekend. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. I'll answer it when I can. And yeah, have a good weekend.